RotMG Beginner's Guide. Today, I'm going to show all you RotMG Beginners because RotMG's right now blowing up. A lot of new players are coming every day. I think by now it's like about 1 million by now. So, players right now. So today, I'm going to show all you players how to play. Here we go. First, let's do the basic stuff. When you go into Nexus and you walk up a little, you'll see a portal. It's not just going to be Drake. It's going to be all kinds of names like Harpy and Medusa and stuff. And you should, when you enter it, here's what you're going to see. You'll soon go to a beach, and after you walk more into the forest area, here's some things you might see. You might see one of these 3 dungeons. The first one's called a pirate cave. The second one's called a forest maze, and the third one's called a spider den. Now, when you see these, just don't ignore it. What the wise thing to do is to actually go inside one. There could be good early game loot. You could get some good T1s. Now you can actually get some UTs, good early game cyan bags. Maybe from the park cave, you can actually get a chance of an orange rag. The ring is kind of crappy about the rest of the set. So here's some more things you'll see in the forest. You might see this. It's called the Scorpion Queen and her minions. Nothing to be worried about. With your wizard, you can use your spell bomb by pressing space bar or right click, and then you'll see its minions. It's not that useful. It drops some T1s. It doesn't actually drop much. It's pretty good for early game XP to get to level 2 and 3. That's basically the benefits. You can do a little early game XP farming, but here's some things will actually give you a little more useful stuff. You'll also see the Hobbit Mage and Hobbit Archers, and I forgot what the other one's called. They drop pretty good stuff. They drop pink badges. You'll get you some T2s and 3s. Pretty useful for early game. What else will you see? You'll also see the Undead Hobbit Mage, which is actually a little bit harder than a normal Hobbit Mage. You'll also have to face Undead Hobbit Archers and Undead Hobbit Rogues. I think the normal ones are also called Hobbit Rogues. I don't know. So now we're done with the stuff. Let's go a little bit deeper. Now let's go into the desert monsters. You'll see the giant crab. He actually drops pretty good stuff, but the only problem with it is the damage isn't so bad. The problem is he spawns these Dorito things called Sandsman's Devil, who confuse you. Stupid giant Doritos. But that's the only problem that you pretty much have with the giant crab. What else you'll encounter in the desert? You also have to fight the Sandsman Kings, and then you'll have to face his minions. A little annoying, a little bit hard, but the good thing is, and they drop pretty decent early game weapons and armors, and they drop pretty good rings. And not only that, but they're great for early game and sometimes even mid game XP. Just kill a bunch of them with a wizard, boom, a bunch of XP. You can get to level 10 in no time. Speaking of that, don't go to the Guardlands or Highlands. No, here's how it should be. Don't go to the Midlands until you're at level 7. Don't go to the Highlands until you're at level 15. And don't go to the Guardlands until you're at level 20. It'll be too dangerous. Oh well, I'll tell you what other things you have to encounter. You have to fight this, I think it was a sinister slug or something, and the sludget. These are the 2 mid-game bosses you have to face. And yeah, there's also the Horn Drake. There's also, I forgot what it's called. There's also this lizard guy. I don't know. Now let's talk about some other bosses. Actually, not bosses, classes. So here they are. There is the wizard, who throws spell packets, bombs, which can take out a lot of enemies in one hit. And if you get them all right, you can do insane damage, which can get you pretty good chances of white bags. What's the next thing you will unlock? Well, not unlock, but like, what's another thing? And there's the priest, who, if you press a right click or spacebar, whatever your ability button is, it'll heal you and the others around you. What's next? There's the archer who shoots his quiver. So when you're on tier 1 or tier 0, tier 1 or tier 2, it'll slow the enemy down. But if you go into tier 3, then you can actually paralyze your enemy and get you and your friends to finish him off. What else will there be? There is the rogue who can turn invisible and sneak past enemies, which can be good. Like if you're on low health and you want someone to, and there's like a little corner where enemies won't find you, but they're all guarding the corner, then you can turn on your cloak, and then just sneak past them and heal. Okay, what's the next thing? There's the warrior, who actually is one of my favorite classes. He can actually zoom past enemies, and he also does quite a lot of damage. And also one thing, after you unlock these ones, you only need to get to level 5. But after the warrior, you need to get to level 20. So yeah, I'll just go through the next classes one by one. What's next? There is a knight who could stun enemies and where they can't do a single piece of damage or after you stun them. So this is actually one of my favorites. It's also really good for attacking and it's really good for defense. One of the most popular and safest classes. What are the other ones? The Paladin, who can give himself and his allies healing and even sometimes a bit of mana, which is pretty good. I'm not too sure about the mana, but I'm pretty sure healing. It was healing, and also it can give you a little defense and attack, I think. There's the assassin, who's actually the knight's my second favorite. This is my favorite. This is my brother's favorite as well. It's so good. He's fast. He throws poison. Like, he's really good. He can get you a lot of good stuff. It was the first ever class I could get 5 stars on. So yeah, that's my favorite class, the assassin. What's next? There is a trickster that can teleport and make clones of itself. So like, if you're about to get attacked and take a lot of damage, you can teleport away with the trickster, and then it'll spawn a clone where all the hostile monsters will go attacking your clone, so you can slip away. Like maybe you can get to the boss, you can heal. Yeah. What is the next one? There is the mystic who can freeze her enemies. Don't get too excited though. Because you can't attack them, and a lot of people play Mystic just to annoy people. And also, yes, I said Trickster, Mystic. The next one is going to be Huntress, and another one called the Summoner. I'll get to her later. They're all girls. So, but those are the only female classes. There's a Huntress who can lay her traps. She uses a bow, so she's pretty agile. And also, if an enemy's coming, she can lay a bunch of traps where I could take a lot of damage. Even some can paralyze. No, I think not. No, I think there's only some paralyze. I think they move mainly slow. There's the Necromancer, the Dark Wizard. But do you know what here's a fun fact about my old RotMG playing. I don't play it much anymore. I used to play it a lot. But actually can tell you something very interesting. That was actually the first ever class it got to level 20 with. I think the second was Assassin. I don't know. But here's the abilities. It can use a skull, which can actually steal health from enemies. It doesn't do too much damage. It doesn't heal too much health. It's not as OP as you think, but still, it's pretty good. It's a rogue class. It's pretty good. Like it does pretty decent damage. Pretty good range. Yeah. Alright. What's the next one? There's the Sorcerer. Hold on. Sorry, I need to sneeze. There's a Sorcerer. I don't know why a wizard is called Merlin, a wizard skin, because Merlin is a sorcerer. What am I saying? The sorcerer and the wizard is basically the same thing. The ability, you may ask, it can shoot lightning. It can shoot lightning at a lot of bosses. I think my favorite place, I think the best place to use is the tomb. Yeah, that's the sorcerer. What's next? There's the ninja, who's actually really fast. He can shoot powerful ninja stars. Not too much to say about it. Next. There's the samurai. He's basically like the ninja, but instead he uses the wakashi, or whatever that Japanese word is. It does pretty good damage. It uses a katana just like the ninja. It's pretty fast. It wears heavy armor just like the knight and warrior. And that's all I got to say about it. What's the next two classes? And there is the bard, who uses a lute, which is like kind of like I think it's like a Japanese ukulele. It shoots a feather. I can't believe this is a boy. I thought it was a girl. I like the turquoise. That's pretty cool. It wears a robe. Lame. It makes you and your allies shoot feather. It's actually a very lame class. It's my least favorite. And here's the next one. The final one, the summoner. Finally, the summoner. Here's what the summoner is. One of my favorites. It can actually shoot out enemies, like its pets, which can actually do a lot of damage. And the best part is they're actually pretty powerful. They can't be killed. And the best part is you get all the XP and you get all the loot. They don't steal your loot like the pets, which follow you around. They steal your XP and loot when they damage you. So yeah, that's the summoner. Okay, guys? Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. You don't have to like the video, that's okay. But leave a comment. I like comments. Subscribe. I want 30 subscribers by the end of the year. If I don't get 30 subscribers by the end of the year, there's a 30% chance I'll quit. Do not leave a like if you want more RotMG videos. No, you don't have to leave a like. Leave a comment if you want more RotMG videos. Subscribe to me. Subscribe to Kelly Quack. And I'll see you all later. Bye. Oh, and if you're a nerd, get out of here.